Good morning.
Hi,
I'm Gina Cole, and this is Harold Carter III.
Whitney.
And Harold is here in my home in Southern Oregon. He's been on Walkabout, and he is the owner, creator, and producer of Witchcraft TV, which I'm sure most of you know. So I thought that it might be a good idea for him to get interviewed instead of him always interviewing us.
Ruh-roh.
Cat Gina Cole gets to the bottom of the creator of Witchcraft TV. An exclusive interview with that lone wolf Carter guy. It is now that the interviewer be interviewed. Are you ready?
Ruh-roh.
So, Harold, what inspired you to do Witchcraft TV?
Inspiration came from I wanted Witchcraft TV to be available for all pagans, all witches, and all magic folks, everyone.
I think you've accomplished that. You have a wide variety of practitioners on in interviews as well as their own private shows and channels. And how does a person go about getting a channel on Witchcraft TV?
It's as simple as reaching out to myself or somebody that is involved in the station and requesting it.
Okay. So they have to have a YouTube channel or something?
You can have a YouTube channel. It's always easier for a YouTube channel because I can basically take the content and integrate it right into the software that streams to our independent website.
Excellent. Excellent. So I hear kind of through rumor that possibly there may be a new addition to Witchcraft TV and with some exclusive content options, like on Patreon or something that you mentioned. I forget what that was.
Yeah, very well could be. A Patreon platform is definitely, I'm taking a look at that. And I'm also thinking about some on-demand content on our website at www.witchcrafttv.online, where you can go to, the link on the top right-hand corner. We have the three little dots. You hit the link. I mean, when you go up there, you'll see homepage, which is Witchcraft TV, your Pagan Music TV, and then your Witchy Kids Network. But another link will bring you to, well, right now actively is playing the movie Spirit of Albion, which is Dom the Bard's soundtrack movie. It's a great movie, and it was very hard to get, but now it's streaming on demand for free on the Witchcraft TV website. But eventually I would like to incorporate all our wonderful lone wolf shows with the interviews with the various pagan leaders, authors, musicians, a place where people can just go and say, oh, I'm a big fan of, let's say, Brian Kane. And yeah, I'm a big fan. So they can go right there and find that particular interview on demand, and they don't have to try to search for it or look for it. Yeah, so there's that.
Awesome. That sounds nice. Demands of technology and so forth. How many hours a week do you devote to Witchcraft TV?
I'm going to say a lot. 6 hours, probably anywhere from 4 to 6 hours a day.
Wow.
But I mean, all day throughout the day, you're dealing with, social media, messaging, and there's a lot of that going on too. Yeah, so probably 4 to 6 hours a day. So it's quite the endeavor.
Yeah. And you're mostly by yourself. You really don't have any other folks helping you with the programming?
No, I do not have any help with the actual programming. That's something that I do every night. It seems, and now that I'm on the West Coast, it's kind of a little bit more challenging because we have the time difference, and I have to kind of complete it by 8 or 9 because, well, the time lapse, with the different time zones. So yeah, every night is an actual manual programming of Witchcraft TV, and there were times when I was traveling about where I didn't. It was on autopilot, but that's small lived though. That's only when things are kind of traveling or not able to program it. But for the most part, it's completely programmed every night, manually, personally.
What kind of websites and things did you have to uh, technologically create or use to get Witchcraft TV up and going?
Well, Witchcraft TV is online television. And as we break into online television, I mean, there's all kinds of different platforms you can use, like YouTube, where you could have online television. But with Witchcraft TV, it's basically a private website that it costs money to run these things. And it's a website, and also in conjunction with other software that are like HTML, files in embedding different source codes. So it becomes a 365, 24/7 stream of nothing but whatever content is being created. And in this case, witchcraft, magic, paganism, content,
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So I happen to know that you have what is called a sponsorship. Could you explain that to us?
Sure. Sponsorship of Witchcraft TV is commercials. If you're a pagan author, if you're a pagan musician, um, if you're a shop owner, whatever endeavor you have that contributes to the community, and you provide a service. Witchcraft TV provides a service where I could actually. I've gotten quite good at video editing. So if you don't have a commercial for your service to the pagan community, I can definitely, um, you know, help you acquire that. And the fees for that is always a sliding scale, because in our community, I like to say that we fairly take and fairly give. So sometimes those fees are exchanged with content for advertising, or it could be otherwise. We've had sponsorship from folks like Patrick McCullum, who blesses us with like $200. Well, $200 keeps Witchcraft TV going for approximately about 2 months. To be completely honest, Witchcraft TV takes about $100 a month to function on bare bones minimum. Anything else, if I got any bells and whistles to add to that, it gets more expensive. So yeah, traveling around the country and maintaining the station and keeping it alive is a passion, and we are going forward.
Yeah. And so advertising is reciprocity. It's an even exchange, but it's also something that can be done for as little as $20 a month. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that's an amazing way to do advertising for some of these shops across the country. And $20 a month or something like that is way cheaper than what I even thought it could be, because I know Facebook does, or Meta does, their advertising and promoting and whatnot, and it's fairly expensive, you know. So that's really great. You're really providing a lot of things to the pagan community that we hadn't had before. Because Witchcraft TV is rather taking the place of magazines and blogs and other things like that, and adding to it and or listing them. And it's just really getting a huge reach. And if you look at, pardon, the viewership, it's quite large. What was that you were saying? Usually within a couple of hours, you have 1,000 hits on something that you post. So
Yeah, sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah, that's pretty darn good on Facebook when, you know. All right. So what would you say is your favorite thing about Witchcraft TV?
My favorite thing about Witchcraft TV is, that's a really good question. My favorite thing about Witchcraft TV is it becomes a network, it becomes a hub, it becomes the messenger, because it incorporates so many different witchcraft families, traditions, orgs, and groups. It becomes a tool where a seeker or somebody that's interested in the craft and the different kind of shades or ways, they can kind of network around with a nice little map and find out, who people are. It's a hub of information, historical information and contemporary information.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a digital witch box, if anyone remembers that, which was kind of an email sort of thing where everybody listed their groups and their classes and where they were and things of that nature. And they closed that down. We were lost for a while. I know a mutual friend of ours tried to recreate something like that, and I think they may still be in process. I'm not sure. But this just totally takes over all of that, and everybody's coming in flocks from Australia all through the United States, some in Canada, where Harold has interviewed people, and the list of who is enormous. I mean, we range from over on Zell, Selena Fox, and to the ATC, to the Carillions, and beyond, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it really has a good reach. I think it's really a positive thing for the pagan community at large. So, what things would you like to change about Witchcraft TV? Change, good or bad?
I'm not really sure what I want to change.
Or add to.
Add to.
Okay.
Well, I think it's the desire of any platform to be self-sustainable. I mean, it would be great if I could pay the fees for Witchcraft TV based on sponsorship or commercials that run, or network in that capacity. But at the end of the day, I'm more than willing to spend my last dime on the platform.
And I can vouch for that. So the part of the walkabout thing that Harold's been doing, he's been at quite a few different places, and he goes in, visits, and does work.
Yeah.
In exchange for lodging and such. And you've done bathrooms and floors and all of that. And here in my home, he has been, a godsend. There's so much that I think you've done like 6 months worth of work I would have to do by myself. It has been real fortunate to have Harold around helping. And he does this out of the goodness of what he's feeling in his spirit to be in these magical communities, but also to be of service physically and in person, not just digitally, to make things real and tangible. And I really admire your drive, Harold, and you've done a great thing in the community. Is there anything else you would like to say to the community?
Yeah, keep it right here. www.witchcrafttv.online. Fair representation for all pagan, witch, and magic paths.
You gotta do.